list has been sitting there for us. Find it.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the September 14th, 2010 Board of Selectmen Sewer Commissioners meeting. May I have a roll call, Mr. Cruz?
Yes, Madam Chair. All 5 selectmen are present, plus Town Administrator Mark Andrews.
Thank you. Do we have any announcements?
Yes, Madam Chair, we have 2 announcements. Opening of this 5th anniversary of the opening of the Plymouth County Registry of Deeds. It's on Thursday, September 23rd, 2010, at 10 a.m., 50 Aubrey Street in Plymouth. The other announcement is Council of Aging is having a healthy lifestyle fair September 18, 2010, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Workshops includes American Red Cross, emergency preparation, elderly senior law, and how to use your cell phone. Plus there's other vendors available, and vendors are wanted. There'll be a shuttle bus from senior housing. Call for a ride at 508-291-3130. That's 508-291-3130. That's all the announcements, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Cruz. Do we have anyone who wishes to speak at citizens' participation this evening? Mr. Barrows?
My name is Gerald Barrows. This is just a point of interest. I'd like to know why you didn't meet in August for three Tuesdays in a row. And then you met on the next Thursday. And then you missed this following week. You didn't meet. But yet you're meeting tonight. What is it? You want to meet once a week? Or twice a week, or once a month, or when you feel like it?
Well, I'd like to meet when we felt like it, but unfortunately the charter says that we have to meet twice a month, Mr. Barrows. So on occasion, people who sit on this board have something called a life, and they have work commitments, and so we try to accommodate that because people do not want to miss their responsibility of handling the business of the town. So if it seems if it's been a little bit erratic, I do apologize to you, but we do try to accommodate the board members who have business issues to take care of as well. We will be meeting again next week, and the meetings for October have been posted.
Yeah, okay. Well, for that matter, where is it posted when you don't meet or you don't have to post?
We only meet when they're posted, Mr. Barrows. So right now, the open meeting law requires that we post our meetings over on the bulletin board outside the town hall. Our local bylaw requires that it be on the website. And if we cancel a meeting, we will post it in those places as well.
Yeah, well, when I went over there, it had it canceled, and it had, somebody wrote it in pen 7/30/10. That's July 30th. And you meet in August.
I understand. We post the meetings, and then if something comes up and we have to cancel, then we try to let people know as early in advance as possible, Mr. Barrows. I hope that answers your questions.
Okay, no, well, the reason why I'm saying town meeting's coming up in November, and jeepers, all these articles you got, warrants you got, you know everything. You don't have to have a meeting.
Thank you. Who else would like to speak before the board this evening? Gentleman in the second row. Please identify yourself.
Good evening. My name's Chet Heitzma, and I'm from Parkwood Beach. I'm here to address the board about the possible combination of sewer projects 1 and 2. As I understand it, these projects were bid separately and accepted separately and built separately. And now there's a proposition that we might combine those two into a single project. I would presume that what we're talking about is a compelling reason to do so. And I've heard two compelling reasons to do it. The first is fairness. Some people in this situation are paying more than other people. Project 2 is scheduled to pay more than Project 1. And I have the greatest sympathy for those individuals. But it seems to me that what's happening is you're taking the money for Project 2 out of poor Chet Heitzman's pocket. And that doesn't make him real happy. Now, if we're basing it on fairness, wouldn't it seem that it would be more fair if all of you contributed in addition to my contribution? Because as I understand it, here's what's happening. The town is requiring us to do this sewer project, and then they're telling me, but you see, it's a betterment for your property, which is certainly the case. But isn't it betterment for the entire town? Isn't it bettering the entire waterways we have here? Isn't that why we're doing it? And now I'm asking, well, why should I be the one to pay when the whole town is benefiting? Why isn't the town contributing? A suggestion might be, well, look, we'll have a minimum amount. We'll all pay $10,000. And then anything above that, the town kicks in so that all of the beneficiaries are paying some of the costs, not just the individuals who have the pipes running in front of their houses. There's another possibility, of course, isn't there? I mean, if we're talking about fairness, I'm paying my property taxes not equal to my neighbor, but based on some assessment of what my property is worth. I don't pay the same as the other people in my development, and yet you want me to pay the same in the case of the sewer. Why can't, in the name of consistency, you say that, well, we're going to base the sewer cost on the evaluation of your property? And then it would be like the property taxes. Those with larger properties would be paying more. The point I'm making here is that once you invoke fairness as the consideration, you've opened the floodgates. Because everybody will come running in and say, I have a different idea about what's fair. This is what's fair for me. Why can't you do it this way? So I'm suggesting to you that that may be a difficult thing to use fairness. Now, I do understand in this case how difficult it is. And I'm sympathetic to that. However, it looks to me like what you're taking is the benefit of a fewer number of people against the benefit of a larger number of people. And that to me seems like favoritism. You're benefiting a smaller number based on a larger, and at the expense of a larger number of people by taking money away from the larger number and passing it over to the fewer number. Now, why that isn't favoritism, I can't figure out why you're describing that as fairness and not favoritism. So what I'm suggesting to you, please, is that fairness is not a compelling reason to alter the situation that has been in the town for who knows how long when the projects are kept separate. Now, that's one reason why you might want to consider fairness. But there's another consideration, that is, well, gee, you know, if we combine these projects, then what we actually do is stretch out the betterment period to pay, the time you're going to pay this betterment before it's really assessed. And then maybe more money will come into Parkwood. You know, maybe there's a benefit here that Parkwood might benefit from finding extra money, and then we can add that to the pot. My understanding of the betterment process and the assessment process is that the first estimate is made when the project is set out to bid and those bids are gotten back, and then someone will make up a betterment. This is your estimated betterment. Once the project is completed and accepted, then a new betterment is determined, is established. And then if I am correct, the town has by statute 6 months to adjust that betterment based on bills that may be coming in a little bit later. So that's as I understand it, this betterment process of how you establish this.